Yes, sir, baby. On the radar radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Sha Hef in the building. My guy, what's up?
What's poppin'?
Welcome to the show.
My guys, what's the word?
It's like it's like an in between of like Pusha T and like something else. I don't know. I'm trying to like pinpoint.
It's original, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I
No,
gotta
it's
go.
an original, but it's like in between. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got.
Like,
I've been really working on that. I'm trying to get my shit like patented or copy. Like I don't know how to like license my shit, but I'm trying to license it because you know what I'm saying. Like,
can you patent an ad lib?
You got to.
That's a thing.
I seen niggas done made millions off my ad lib, and I feel like shit. I might as well patent it.
Does does Quavo have like the mama ad lib patented? I feel like he's got to at this point.
He should. You know what I'm saying? They might just Migos like LOC got that shit like YRN whatever they jacking. They probably all own that one.
If there's like a YRN like patent list and it's all their ad libs,
all of them,
I would lose my fucking mind. That shit's mad funny.
Yeah, cause you gotta have Take's ad libs up there. You know, Take come with them with the crazy at the other ad libs too. Like them, they be playing crazy back and forth with the ad libs. Like,
facts. Who's your favorite Migos?
My favorite Migo, Set. I fuck with Set.
Yeah,
Set crazy. Like.
Yeah.
That got that flow, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they all got their own individual flow, but I feel like Set got that, like, rapid fire, like, can't play with that man when it comes to that shit.
Yeah, when he did that Sleazy World, that new
shit
Sleazy
crazy,
World,
right?
Yeah,
he walked that shit so crazy. I'm like, nah, Set really the one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that was like his low-key, his like little response to, not like he didn't actually respond to anything, but that was like to the Unc and Few record, which I also really like. Hotel Lobby's a great record. But
that's
like,
what I'm saying. You see the different, like, it's two different vibes. Like they make hits. You seen that when he went to prison and shit like that. That little situation back whenever they was doing that.
Right.
They make hits, but Set just got that bounce. Like he add that like that that's just that street shit, man. Like. When you got that street shit to you, like, it's always going to be something about it in hip-hop. That's what this shit is built off of, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's always going to add that extra piece of synergy to it.
Right, facts. Well, how you been, bro? Everything been good?
I mean, shit, I can't complain. Nobody going to listen no way, man.
What do you mean nobody going to listen? We here to listen.
You know what I'm saying? When you a boss, man, you don't complain, man. Niggas don't do that. We take complaints. I don't give complaints, man.
When you a boss, you don't take complaints.
Yeah, I mean, it's a gift and a curse.
You don't give complaints.
Gift and a curse, but you know, you gotta take what come with it.
Right. What you been going through lately?
Shit, man, you know, nah, never stressed out, man. But you know, a lot of real life shit going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just being outside and just, you know what I mean, going through what we all going through, man. Especially being in New York right now, like, the climate is just, it's nasty out here, you feel me? Like, especially when you do what I do and you come from where I come from, you know what I mean? Like, I really come from the town, you know what I'm saying? Like, really from the turf. And it's like the type of music I do, I've been a target for years, you know what I'm saying? Like, much respect to all the little bros doing the drill and shit and turning shit up right now, but I've been going through this shit in the biddy for years. Like, I've been doing my thing for like since like 2011, 2012, for real. And like, I done been in spots, like had spots call me, like the owner told the promoter, like, yo, Sha Hef gotta perform at 10 o'clock or he gotta perform before a certain time, like, and I'm the headliner and shit. And like, just the energy that we always came with, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a gift and a curse. So, you know what I'm saying? That shit always had a target on me. So, you know, I got my little situations going on outside of music, you know what I'm saying, with life that I'm sorting out. And you know what I'm saying? I might have to step away for a little bit, you know what I'm saying, just to get my mind right, you know what I'm saying? I might have to go back to college and shit, you know what I'm saying, work on my next degree, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. But other than that, you know, a nigga sturdy, man. Like, it ain't nothing that I ain't built for, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really, it's my lifestyle, bro. Like, it ain't nothing that's painted on me, you know what I'm saying? It's like Hov said, this ain't a song outfit, Holmes. Holmes is about it. Like, it's really me. Like, that's why I said I can't complain, because it's like, I never even came from that type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
When you talk about like having to perform at 10 p.m., was it just because like of who you are?
It's like
music.
It's like, put it like this: like when I first was really like doing my thing and shit like that, I was running around doing shows with It was really like I was working with two other artists, Dash and Wretch. I don't know how familiar you might be with them, but when I first came in, we kind of like we knew each other before the music, so we were kind of we were looked at kind of as a collective, even though we all had our own individual shit going on. So we had a lot of shows together and shit like that. And like the energy that we brought from with our crowd and our fans, you know what I'm saying? Like we used to shut shit down. Like I was banned from Santos. I was banned from SOBs back in the day. A lot of niggas don't even know about Santos. I was banned from fucking
Why were you banned?
Webster, because when we would perform, like we was part of that era when like in New York City when niggas started mosh pitting and shit.
Like the
Flacco, yeah, like
pro era.
Right, that's my era, you know what I'm saying?
Zombies,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But even then, like Flacco and them was like, they was more like on some like Flacco was more like a rock star. Pro era and them was more like
conscious.
Yeah, conscious. We were a little bit different. We were more edgy. We were more like over the top, like explicit. So it's like our shows, we'll be fucking hanging off the lights and shit and crowd surfing and shit. And we'll be like, our shit be wall to wall. Like everybody dressed like us, everybody wilding, water guns and shit. We be giving out TVs in the crowd and shit. Niggas sitting on females' necks and shit and performing. Like this was really going on at our shit, you know what I'm saying, during that time frame. So it's like, it was just crazy. Like they didn't like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I come on stage, fuck police, man. It's doing stupid shit in hindsight, inciting, hyping up the security, talking certain ways for no that I really didn't have to. But it was like, that's just the energy we came with. It was like, we was just used to being like a certain way. So it's like, now that I got my I'm able to give my speech and like, you know what I'm saying, had this platform, I'm gonna just let my nuts hang. And it was really like, that's just how we came, you know what I'm saying? But we had to really pay the price for that at the same time. Cause they ain't like that shit, you know what I'm saying? The police didn't like that shit. They ain't like what we was kicking at the time, you know what I'm saying? It was gang shit at a time where it really wasn't really gang shit going on at that time. Like I said, it was Pro Era and ASAP and shit like that. They wasn't really pushing those narratives, you know what I'm saying? They was pushing more like what they was pushing. And like I said, my shit was a little bit more rugged, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of had to bear that burden and wear that cross at that time. But it was a learning experience, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't change it for the world because I was being authentic at the time. I think that's why it worked.
So you don't regret any of that?
Nah, hell no. Never. Like, it was really like, it left an imprint, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to still do the shit I'm doing now if I ain't really hit the ground running that hard.
Right.
And really let people know, like, this really me. Unapologetically.
Are you still banned from those venues?
Nah, hell no.
Okay.
I mean, motherfucker, they'll tell me I'm banned. I remember I got the call I was banned, truthfully, and they was like, I was over at Vice or some shit, hanging out. We used to go over there and hang out and smoke weed and shit in the office. They told me like, yo, y'all can't pull up to the show tonight. It was a show going on. And I'm in there with just mad, like a cast of characters, like Jojo Capone, like all types of motherfuckers, a random meeting and shit. Like my rest in peace, my boy Earl Swavey, you know what I'm saying? Out from LA, like a bunch of just real street niggas, like just they would just let us come up there and like just chill and like play our music and network and like just stay out the way. So I'll just be up there and shit. Remember they told me like, yo, you banned from Santos. They said you can't go to Santos. And I fucking went and walked right in. Like they didn't even peep. Like I walked in, I'm backstage and shit. But it definitely fucked up the shows and shit like that. Like it was definitely hard for me to get booked at those venues. And at the time, those were like Santos, Webster, shit like that. Those was the biggest spots going on. You know what I'm saying? It was going up every week.
Yeah.
So it put a little bit of a strain on my shit. But we was going so crazy everywhere else, like throughout Jersey, and it didn't even really matter as after a while. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It didn't really matter.
You were telling me, you were talking about like when you were talking about the West Coast people. You had told me like you began telling this story before about your time in Miami with Phoenix Flexin and OGZ.
Yeah. It's,
first of all, how does that happen?
It's so cool. I had just met them. Like I had got jammed up. I had caught a little case, and I had to turn myself in just for like questioning and shit. I went in with my lawyer. I ended up getting booked and shit. They let me out after I did what I had to do. And I was just in a fucked up mind state at that time. And my mans at the time just pulled up on me like, yo, like, I know you. I was just telling him like, yo, I'm fucked up right now. Like my mom fucked up. I don't know what's gonna happen with this case. He like, fuck it, let's go to Miami tonight. So I'm like tonight, like yeah, let's go tonight. It's Rolling Loud. I think Rolling Loud is tomorrow. I'm like, we don't got tickets. He like, fuck it, like we out, bro. Don't even worry about shit. Just pack a bag. We about to go. He booked a ticket while I took a shower and shit. We flew to the fucking airport. I think in White Plains or some shit, Westchester, one of them shits. On a little ass plane, flew out to Miami, touchdown. So you know, I got my connections and shit in the industry and shit. So I tapped in with a couple people. Like, I'm out here. My man, we bought the 3-day pass. Like fuck it, we just bought them shits and just ran up in there and just ran through Miami. So as I'm running through Miami, I'm running around with the homie Dash and shit. And he like, yo, I'm about to pull up on Shoreline. Like, so I'm like, yeah, fuck it. I think they was staying at the W or some shit. Fire little spot. So I pull up, I'm chopping it up with Phoenix, with Jeezy, and a bunch of Shoreline homies. And shit, we just vibing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna go too crazy into detail, but we was vibing, you know what I'm saying? We like, fucking man, like, let's take the party somewhere else. Like, let's hit Tootsie's or something. Nigga slide to Tootsie's, fuck Tootsie's up real quick. They're like, fuck it, let's slide to G5. We slide to G5, fuck G5 up real quick. But it's like, I had just really met them, but they was just on it. Like, me and my mans, they was just on it. Like, they just matched our energy at the time. Like, whatever they want to do, we going bigger. Like, we just going bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, matching each other's energy and shit. Like, the shit was crazy. And we just in there just having a good old time, bro. We went to like 4 or 5 clubs that night. Like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, them boys was on them. They partied me under the rug, though. I ain't gonna hold you. By the end of the night, we got to the last club. They like, we about to run in here. I'm like, me and the homie, like, we gonna just sit in the car, bro, and smoke. They like, nah, we on a mission, like, focused, you feel me? They was on their real young boy shit at the time, you know what I'm saying? But it was a good time. They some good boys, man. Like, sad to see what happened with their group and shit like that, because they all some solid niggas. But
yeah, people
you know
go.
that shit, trust me, I already know that shit be like that. But yeah, them boys are solid. We had a good time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, facts. You know, that's rapper shit though, you know what I'm saying? Like, just should be a blur sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I got too many stories like that, man.
I gotta say, I love the project you did with 183rd.
Appreciate you.
First of all, 183rd is incredible producer.
That's my guy.
If you don't know, you should know. Tap in.
Damn, he a legend out here, for real. In New York, for sure. For sure, New York, a legend in New York, but everywhere, you know what I'm saying? He did a lot of big records.
I noticed that like a bunch of your last couple projects have been kind of like those type of collab joints in a way.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is? It's I just find it a lot easier to lock in with a producer now at this point in my career, because it's like, you know, when you first coming up, you damn near rapping on YouTube beats and shit. Like, you just taking beats from wherever and shit.
Yeah.
And now that I really like got my business in order more, like really got a handle on shit and know about publishing and know about royalties and know about certain splits and shit like that. That's one aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just easier to work with people that you got that not only that chemistry, but that business relationship with, that you know you could do business with. And then secondary, it's like, I feel like it's easier to make that music when you like lock in with somebody and y'all just, like I said, build that chemistry. Cause me and Third, like, we really like, we cool aside from the music, you know what I'm saying? Like, we could really just go kick it and not talk about music. So it's like, the fact that we got that energy is like, he just gonna know what I need. Like, he know what's going on in my life. He know he can make the canvas for me to just paint on it, you know what I'm saying? Like, he knows which canvas to bring for me at the time. Like, this is what you need right here, you know what I'm saying? Like, as I started doing shit like that, I felt like it was just easy. And the way I work on some beast mode shit. So when I go to the studio, I'm knocking out as many songs as possible. So it just really started off like me just, I was running out of beats. Every time somebody would send me a pack, I'll run through them. I'll run through them. And it was like, damn, I got to tape with this nigga. I got to tape with so I got to tape with him, you know what I'm saying? And then like, instead of just waiting and pulling pieces and shit, it's like, let's get together, you know what I'm saying? Let's use your resources. I'm going to use my resources, come together, put this tape out. Because to me, making music ain't nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like running water. So it's like, I'd rather just knock them out, push them out, keep it going, you know what I'm saying? Just like the streets.
Why are you Mr. Make It Happen?
That's a very good question, man. Mr. Make It Happen, because it's like, shit, look at me, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you really know me, like, if you really know my story, it's like, I make something out of nothing. Like, that's just what I do. You know what I'm saying? My whole life, like.
Do you ever get tired of making something out of nothing?
Yes. Of course, like when you come from where I come from and you've been through what I've been through, it gets tiring. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I related to. You know, I think it's the dude. It's like a like Greek mythology. They got the guy. He's like walking up the hill and he's holding a rock.
Okay,
You
yeah,
know
I
what
know
I'm
what
talking
you're
about?
talking about. Huh? Atlas?
Right. And it's like that's how it feels. Like you holding the world on you, but you walking uphill. It's an uphill battle. But it's like
Yeah.
I felt like I'm made for that. Like that's me. Like that's the character. Like I was made for that role. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't made for that role, I'd probably be in a different role. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm able to do it. Like if I wasn't able to do it, it's like, do Batman want to be Batman every day? Nah, he
Nah.
don't. You see the movies. You know what I'm saying? He be struggling with all types of shit, life and shit. But he's Batman. Alfred put him to the side. Like, get your shit together, bro. You Batman. Like, hop in a Batmobile and do what you got to do. And that's just how I feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, look myself in the mirror. Like, bro, that's what we do. I'm a champion. You look at any championship run, it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, however it's meant for me to go, you know what I'm saying? That's how it's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's not even about who makes it the highest, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really judge people about what they got. I judge people about how they got it. You know what I'm saying? Like the journey you went through. That really what showed me more about you than anything. It's a lot of people with material shits and things and trophies and shit like that, but it's like, show me how you got it. Like, show me your path. That's why I don't even like shit with the NBA when they be like, oh, this nigga don't got a ring and this nigga don't got a ring. But this motherfucker might have carried a team for 15 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just never had the pieces. You know what I'm saying? People don't really value that. They just value the outcome. So it's like, nah, I'm going to do my shit my way. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to shine regardless. I'm going to be AI. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might not get the chip, but I'm going to be top 10, like, regardless. Y'all could judge me how you want to judge me, but you can only disrespect me but so much because you know what I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be, I think Benny said some shit like that. Like, I don't want to be, you want to be Robert Ory, or you want to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to have the rings or you want to have had a career. Like, man, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of niggas, especially in the industry, that got the rings that ain't been through shit. I know these niggas. I know you niggas. Is the camera right? I know you niggas. You niggas never did. You never did that. You never really had to run that up. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the ground under these niggas be shaky. Like, my ground is solid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got real supporters. Like, my shit's gonna go overseas. My shit gonna go where it's gonna go. And where it don't go, it might not be meant. But I'm gonna keep chipping away. You know what I'm saying? That's all you really need now is like focus on your niche. Focus on what works for you. Everybody ain't gonna be young boy, you know what I'm saying, and do all that shit. But you don't gotta be.
Right.
That's the beauty of the game right now. That's the beauty of shit like of on the radar. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of niggas on the radar that's doing a thing, but in they demo, in they world, you know what I'm saying? They just staying authentic to them.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's what I'm on, man. Like, I'm
And
gonna
there's
be
a lot
authentic.
of different worlds in
Right.
music.
And you gotta respect it.
Yeah.
You have to respect it now. Like, it don't matter what you doing. Like, Lil Nas, the other dude, my girl be watching the Santana dude. Like, I'm looking at certain shit like years ago.
Yeah.
Shit's not flying, but you gotta respect it right now. Like, that's the,
because they get into the bag at the end of the day. I just found out that there's like a whole underground SoundCloud era movement that still exists in New York, like SoundCloud, like
Right.
Lil Uzi type music.
Right.
And I just discovered this in the past couple weeks, and I've started to tap in with that. And I'm like, damn, I respect that this exists because some people might not like this, but they got fans.
Right.
It's like the same thing when drill music first started. You might not like it at first, but then you're just like, they got fans. It's you see it's happening, so you got to respect it.
Trust me, bro. I went through a lot of flack with my music early on, you know what I'm saying? By people just being critical because, you know what I'm saying? Like, early on, we'll be like having lean and certain shit in the videos, and like it was a shaky time at that time too, especially like around when Yams died and certain shit like that. Like, shit got real tricky. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, hindsight's always 20/20. So it's like when certain shit happen, people always gonna be able to be like, nah, you should have never been doing that. But we young, you know what I'm saying? We learning from experience. So it's like, you gotta let people just be authentic, man, to themselves and let them learn and grow. It's hard to with cancel culture and all that shit now, but the end of the day, you gotta let people sort through their shit, man. Everybody human.
Right,
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree. You know, I saw you had a record with Fred, the Godson. First and
Right.
foremost, rest in peace.
Rest in peace,
What was the
word.
relationship between y'all two?
I'm gonna be honest. We didn't have a big relationship, like a extensive relationship. When I met Fred, about a week before he passed.
Oh wow,
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't want to put that out there, but I might be the last like record he did, like with
maybe,
anyone.
maybe,
Very yeah,
maybe.
it's very 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 likely though. Like not
Yeah,
even to be on no like I don't get nothing from that. You know what I'm saying? I'm sad that happened because I wish you
right,
could have been
yeah.
able to do more shit. But literally like I met him in the studio. I met him I was doing a feature with Jim
Mm-hmm.
and they worked out the same studio. So they
Maker Studio.
yeah,
Yeah,
facts. I was in Arson and shit.
yeah. Shout out Arsonist.
Right. So we playing the record's playing, Jim writing his verse, and then Fred come in, and then he like kind of look around, he walk out, and then he come back in, he like, yo, like this your record? I'm like, yeah. Like, yo, this shit crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So we start chopping it up. Where you from? This, that, and the third. He like, I asked him like, yeah, I was born in the X too. I was raised in the X. Talking and all that. He like, yo, I'm gonna be honest, like, no cap, like you if you not the hardest nigga I heard, you one of the hardest niggas I've heard in the last couple years, like from the Bronx. Like he like I wanna do a song with you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I want you to have that on your resume type shit. And the next day, you know what I'm saying? We locked the numbers in. He hit me up the next day. And I popped back out to Arson and shit, played him the record. He did the record, the rest was history. And literally like I think the next day, like I had hit him on some shit, like yo, like appreciate you for everything. You know what I'm saying, he never responded, and that's when I seen the picture that was on the
Yeah, it
line when
was
he
in the
was in
hospital.
the
Yeah.
hospital. You know what I'm saying, and then you know what I'm saying we know how everything else played out, but it was just wild that happened. It happened like that. You know what I'm saying, like unfortunate. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, like he was a cool dude though. You know what I'm saying, like I respect him just for even coming at me like that because I've been in this game a long time and people don't always come at you that way, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Even if they respect what you got going on, your talent, you know what I'm saying? Especially in New York, niggas don't just walk up to other niggas like, yo, you nice. Like, it don't
Yeah,
really
facts.
work like that, you know what I'm saying? So it was a blessing, you know what I'm saying, to be able to have that, you know what I'm saying? That's happened to me a lot throughout my career, though. Like, for some reason, like, I don't want to think I'm like a bad omen or nothing, but similar situation happened with Prodigy before he passed. Like, he did a record for me, and I was supposed to go see him that weekend, the weekend before he passed away, me and my brother Jay Worthy. And he's like, yo, because he was living like 20 minutes from where I was living at the time. Yo, like, he had hit Worthy, like, yo, don't even come through tonight. Like, I'm not really feeling too good because he had the sickle cell or whatever. He's like, I'm about to catch a flight anyway to Vegas. And he caught the flight, and big homie never came back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I had a lot of situations in my career where it's like, I've had big moments, and then it's like, it's just followed by like untimely circumstances, you know what I'm saying? Like even with the Yam situation, like these are all people that was close to me, and at the time when they passed, we was like really working extensively, and then like they just was called for better services, you know what I'm saying? It's like damn, like
But at the
it's
same time,
bittersweet.
you could also say that you've had some really great experiences. You've
Yeah,
had,
for sure, I'm
you know,
blessed,
Jim
man.
Jones, Benny the Butcher. You
Yeah,
know, the
it's
list
a
goes on
blessing.
and
It's a
on.
blessing for sure. It's a blessing, man. It's a blessing to still be able to do this, man. Like, cause ain't nothing promised with this music. You know what I'm saying? They love you today, they hate you tomorrow.
Right.
So it's like it's definitely a blessing, man. I don't take it for granted.
What is with Benny? Because I always love hearing people's Benny stories. Because people always got like, you know, whenever I had like the Neek Bucks, whatever, everybody got a good Benny story. What's your Benny story?
My Benny story. I'm gonna keep it short. My Benny.
Is it like a long, like an
It
actual
could
long
get
story?
long,
Oh
but we
God.
don't got time for that. But my Benny story is one of the dudes that work with. Well, I went on the first West Side Gun and Conway tour. Like I
Okay.
said, with my brother Jay Worthy. It's my dog from Compton.
Mhm.
My brother. We went on tour with them. He just invited me on a tour last minute. Went on the road with them for a couple of dates and shit like that. I mean, they just showed me love. You know what I'm saying? Let me come out do my thing with him, in and out. So right after when we got off the tour, there was one of my homies was dealing. He knew Benny through the streets, whatever. But he was trying to like give him a a situation where like a studio where he could just come and record and just get out the way. He was telling me like, yo, I got Benny over at the studio, whatever. He gonna be over here next week. Can't pop out, like, let's just get some music done. This is probably like 2016, 2017. I honestly, to be honest with you, I wasn't familiar with Benny like that. I had just really gotten to it with Gunn and Conway from the tour. You know what I'm saying? But Benny wasn't fully Benny yet, as what you see him right now as far as on popularity and shit. So he was like coming out before them, opening for them or whatever, I believe. So you know how it is on the road and shit. Like, you come out, do your shit, and then you go in the bag. You're not really watching everybody perform. So I didn't really have a rapport with him, but I pulled up to the studio. I'm like, fuck it. Like, I fuck with what they got going on over there. So we met in the studio, got together. It was a bunch of street niggas in there that was all connected. We worked on a record. And then it was like, my mans was like, yo, I want to do a tape with y'all. Like, just you and Benny, try to do a little EP, whatever. So I'm like, fuck it. Like I told you, like, I'm a workaholic, so I'm with it. I'm like, let's do it. Like, let's knock the shit out. So he pulled back up. We started knocking out records. Like, we probably knocked out like 7 records. I mean, we did a record over at Janoris Jenkins from the Giants crib. Like, we was locked in. And then just some weird shit happened, to keep it all the way 100. Some weird shit happened behind the scenes with like the actual, like, the way we were gonna do the business. You know, because at that time, Benny started like gradually, the whole Griselda started like just
moving up,
becoming enormous, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they was moving fast. And Benny was like really hitting the ground running, like bombing on niggas. So in between that timing, he started running this shit up. And then like just behind the scenes, I feel like people was trying to make a certain play with that wasn't there, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Instead of just putting out the music and just like, let's worry about that later, I feel like niggas looked at it as an opportunity, like, I see what's going on. I can probably make a cash play off this. Like, I could make a bigger play than what's probably possible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas was just chasing the bag a little bit. So it really delayed shit. And then Benny went all the way here and signed a Rock Nation. And then it was just a lot more doors to go through as far as putting it out. And then it was like, we ended up just putting it on the back burner. And we just like, I mean, they just like, yo, just put the records out on my shit, you know what I'm saying? Instead of us waiting and just, cause we was teasing this shit for a minute, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still got fans that hit me like, yo, what's up with the tape with you and Benny and shit like that? Like, we still got the records in the vault or whatever, but you know how this shit is, it's business and shit like that, and timing, and it's like, everything gotta make sense.
Right.
Benny, one of the biggest niggas in the world right now, you know what I'm saying? Nigga was just nominated for the BET Awards, so it's like, understandable, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it gotta be about timing, and it gotta be organic with me too at the same time. Like, I'm never not doing nothing that don't make sense, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's never that serious to me, because this shit ain't about money.
Right.
For me, like, I'm gonna get money regardless, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not one of them niggas that's in this shit trying to nickel and dime, like.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, I mean, I want to get paid for my work, for my art.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the minute you do this, you doing this shit, chasing the money, it's over. Because the quality of music is going to go. You're going to be chasing sounds. You're going to be chasing this, chasing that, instead of just doing what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been there. Like, I've been really trying to, like, live off music. And it's like, it's not where you want to be as a nigga that makes music. I'm telling you that. Like, it's not a comfortable position. It'll make you, like, in the beginning, the hunger will probably be good for you. But it's like, after a while, it's not a good spot to be in, because you start watching everybody else, what's working for this person and what's working for that person. Instead of being true to your own shit, you're true to your own art. And everybody that really break through on a certain level broke through because they was true to their own art. It's always gonna be niggas that copy another nigga and get to a certain moment, but they never gonna be the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like Pop. When Pop came, Pop was the guy. Like, it was unprecedented the way he did that shit. It's a lot of guys in a similar bracket, but they're never gonna be the guy with that shit. Same thing with certain dudes, with Flock and like certain dudes, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's always gonna be that staple for a certain sound. Yeah. It's gonna be, you can make money off of it, but it's easier. But
unless you're like that staple, it's tough.
Yeah, it's hard to be bigger than, unless there's people that come along and can really do it better than you. If it's all about but sometimes it's tricky with that shit.
I'm not saying this is like he's better than him, but like in the sense of like Chief Keef and Dirk, you know what I'm saying? Like Chief Keef is a legend and Chief Keef is a GOAT as he is, but in terms of like mainstream popularity, you look at like where Lil Durk is, and Lil Durk has like exceeded like in terms of like the mainstream appeal and like general audiences.
That's
like you could probably go to like a suburban neighborhood and you could ask a kid named Tommy if he knows who Lil Durk is, and he'll say yes. Will he also know who Chief Keef is?
Right.
Most likely. But what's he streaming? Probably Dirk.
Now here's what I'm saying with that was to go off your point. That shit didn't happen for Dirk until he got into his own bag and started doing that melodic shit. When he was trying to just do drill, like regular drill that they was doing in Chicago, he was Dirk. You know what I'm saying? He got a deal and shit. I think he was fucking with French and them niggas. Yeah, but he wasn't the voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had to get in his own bag. Like, Chief Keef got this bag. That's Sosa shit. But he had to get Dirk bag. Like, when he got Dirk bag, like, oh, this is my bag. I'm not worried about what Sosa's doing or fucking Lil Reese or all them other niggas. Like, they was all doing a certain sound. And he really went and got that melodic shit and took over the world. You know what I'm saying? Because he jumped back in his own lane. It's like Nip said. Your lane is not crowded, bro. Your lane is always going to be opened up. You trying to jump in another nigga lane, is wall-to-wall traffic. He got back in his lane. He got a lane. And look at him. He's still in his lane. He dropped the deluxe. His last 3-4 tapes is the same shit. But it's fire, though. It's fire. It's the same shit.
He also Chris Brown first week, or he's on pace to sell Chris outsell. A deluxe tape his deluxe tape is on pace to outsell Chris Brown first week.
Exactly, because he just found his wave, his lane, his pocket. He gonna stay in that pocket. Once he get out his body and go in another pocket, I'm not saying he can't evolve, but he always has to live within his pocket. It's like when you're a quarterback, you can leave the pocket a little bit, but you better stay within that. You know what I'm saying? Once you get out, you scrambling now. Once he gonna stay in that pocket and milk this shit. Look at Drake. Drake been in a pocket forever. As soon as he do a dance album, niggas is about to crucify him. What the fuck, Drake? What is fucking Drake, bro? He does the same shit for 20 years. What the fuck? You want this nigga crooning forever? Like, let him try something, bro. Like, he's bored. This nigga got too much paper. The nigga live in a fucking in a football stadium. He got an Olympic-sized pool. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's fucking all the little high school ball playing niggas mind. Like, the nigga's the nigga is a menace. Like, he's terrorizing the world right now. Like, the nigga he might go to London and chill with the London niggas and go to Australia, chill with the Australian goons, and go to New York, go to the Bronx, and go to Highbridge. And
it's coming soon.
He's doing everything, bro. He can do whatever you want. So it's
Jersey Club now.
But once they seen him verge out his pockets, don't you dare do that. You know what I'm saying? So even though you could get out your body here and there, you always got to remain in your realm. Like, even with Griselda, we spoke on them niggas. Them niggas is remaining in that realm, bro. They gonna Griselda you to death. It's no drums to death. I dare you to pull up a Griselda record and find a drum. Find me a drum right now. Maybe Conway, because Conway, you know what I mean? He be getting like kind of soulful and shit, but find me a drum on Gun shit. Gun's killing the game. He got it. That nigga could do whatever he want. He might wake up and get a Martha Stewart chain. He don't care because he's in his lane. He fit, like, it's easy when you can stay authentic to yourself. So it's like, all the young niggas listening, stay authentic to yourself, bro. Be you, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's going to take you to the next level, bro. It's only so many gra booms you could do, bro. And I love that shit. I love y'all niggas. But it's like...
But I mean, it's like, okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Last note I'm gonna make before we wrap up here.
Right.
But it's like in the same sense of like, you look at that era that we spoke about with the pro eras, the Joeys and whatever. While that era isn't prevalent anymore, the artistry it still is. People still making the music, staying in their pocket, making the music. Everybody's still around making the music. Same thing can go for the drill guys. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a fact.
This era isn't gonna last forever.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that you can't keep making music. Now, do I know what the next era of music in New York is gonna be? No, I don't know. But like whether you like it or not, 5 years from now, it's not gonna be this.
Right.
It's gonna be something completely different.
Most definitely.
And like whether it be dance music. Whether it be some type of SoundCloud resurgence, I don't know. Whether it still be drill, maybe it'll still be drill music. I don't personally think it's still going to be drill music in 5 years. I think the drill sound will always exist, but it's always good. There's always going to be something new that's
It's
going to
gonna
come out.
evolve. It's gotta evolve.
Yeah, everything's always going to change. So one way or another, as long as you stay in your lane, you keep the fan base, and then you also allow yourself to go and try new things,
Yeah.
and then occupy other lanes. You good.
Yeah, just be you. Cause even if you try other shit, if you still being you, it don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? Like you got niggas like Gucci Mane. That nigga Gucci Mane make a love song, but it'll still be a Gucci Mane. So like he'll make a love song about Molly. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the subject matter, it's still authentic, but he might try some new. He might put Mariah Carey on the hook or some shit. Like
Kodak Black and Bruno Mars.
Yeah, even a nigga like Kodak. Kodak's so versatile, but if you listen to his wordplay, it's all the same shit. He's just delivering it to you in over different types of beats and melodies and shit. But he's delivering the same message. He's not straying from his message. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna understand who that man is when you listen to his music. Whether he's on with Kirk Franklin or whether he's with Lil Baby, it's the same message. It's just how he's delivering that shit.
Word. Well, I think that's a good note to end it on. Before we sign off here for the day, man, first of all, thank you so much for coming here. Thank you so much for killing that freestyle. Make sure you go rub the freestyle out now.
Word.
Before we sign off, anything else you want to let the people know where they can follow you at? All that good stuff. This camera right here.
Shit. Instagram, Sha Hef. Twitter, OG Sha Hef. Everything else, Sha Hef. OneSelf. And nah, man, just stay in tune with what I got going on. It's a lot of shit that's on the way, you know what I'm saying? But go get the last project, me and Tony Sosa, Mr. Make It Happen. That shit going crazy. And just tap in with my whole catalog. My shit is outrageous. Like, it's one of those ones. I'm one of them ones. I'm the big one, the big dip. 100 round half a brick half, $1 million ad lib. I'm renting it out. All that. I'm the one. So it's like, keep checking for me. And on my day ones, I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know what we do, man. We walk shit down, man. Shout out to you, Gabe, for giving niggas this platform. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not too many of these in the town. I've been doing this for a long time. This shit is fire. It's organic. And we going to keep bigging your shit up, man. We going to make it about you, not just me, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
Word.
That's love. Make sure you go follow him. Go check out that freestyle out now. Go run up his whole catalog. Like you said, he told you exactly where to find it. Sha Hef, on the radar. Till next time, my guy. Love is free. Support is free. Go follow him.
Word.
Appreciate you, bro.
100.
Boom. Dope.